Can I overcome the cobwebs and get through my flight review so I can start flying again? Find out today in episode 69 of the Student Pilot Cast, World's Okayest Pilot.
Chandler Tower, Cherokee 4121 Tango is at Chandler Air Service. We have Zulu, and we'd like a south departure, please.
What does it take to be an angel? Where does the sun go when it sleeps? Is every star that shines so...
Welcome back, SPC listeners. So today is going to be my second flight in my flight review with Ryan, and our plan was to go down to Chandler and do some touch and goes and practice landings down there and get rid of my new tendency I was finding I had to land flat. Plans can change in aviation, so you got to roll with that, and that's what happened this day. Our plans got changed for some circumstances beyond our control, and we just made do and did something else, and it worked out great. So you'll see that coming up. Again, the plan was to finish up the flight review so I could start my instrument training. So again, as I said in one of the previous episodes, I'm leaving in quite a bit of the flight, more than I think I used to. I know that's a lot of the reasons why a lot of you listen. I know that because you tell me. So I appreciate that feedback. We'll talk about that in a second. So as I get started on the instrument rating, I want people to reach out with questions or areas that you'd like me to cover so I don't miss anything while I'm putting those episodes together. So please reach out to me. I appreciate those of you who've already done so, and especially those who've welcomed me back. But I love hearing from all of you, so keep it coming. If you're enjoying the podcast, let me know. If you're not, you can let me know too, but I'm guessing that you're a little less likely to reach out if you hate the podcast. But you never know. Also, before we get into this flight, I want to know who's headed to AirVenture 2024 in Oshkosh this year. It's coming right up. I can't believe how fast it's coming up, but I am planning on being there. Hopefully, I'll be there from Tuesday through Saturday, something like that. It's always a great time. And as everybody knows, it's about the people. So hit me up if you're going. In this segment, you'll notice that we went to the other end of the runway this time from the last flight. And so I was learning again about where the run-ups were done and some of the idiosyncrasies of this particular airport. In fact, I really didn't have that much experience flying at Falcon Field up until this point. Since then, most of my flying's been done from Falcon Field. But before that, a lot of my flying had been done from Chandler or a little private airport near Chandler called Stellar Air Park. Stellar Air Park was where my club had been based before I moved to San Diego. So I had done a lot of my flying out of there back in the day. So I had gone to Falcon Field before. I had gone through it. I had landed there, picked people up, things like that. But I was never based at Falcon Field, and so I didn't have a lot of that information that you get by flying in and out of there all the time. And so I was starting to pick up some of that information too while we were doing this training. We also, while we were taxiing, saw a really cool old Cessna. I think it's called an AT-17 Bobcat. It's one of those times, every once in a while, I'm kind of thinking, man, I wish I did more video. But usually audio works for me, but this is one of those times I wish I had some video of that Cessna, that old Cessna. It's pretty cool. And since we were actually going to Chandler, not just flying over it, Ryan gave me some information at the last minute there that would prove pretty useful, that I should tell the controllers that we're going to Chandler, not just asking for a south departure, because a lot of people go on a south departure from Falcon Field. And when you do that, you basically have to go over Chandler to stay under the Bravo and out of Chandler's Class Delta airspace and get out to the south of the Phoenix Valley. Everybody's doing that. You're flying it. There's a southeast practice area over there that lots and lots of people are flying to do maneuvers or landings at other uncontrolled airports, south of the valley there. But since we were actually going to Chandler, we'd be staying lower and going into Chandler's airspace, not like most of the traffic that's going to go high enough to get out of the airspace. So we'd basically be staying at traffic pattern altitude the whole time all the way to Chandler. So it helps them kind of know what to expect from us. So that was good advice. And that's a good thing to think about a lot of times when we're flying, is think about what most of the traffic is doing. And if you're doing something similar, but it's different, maybe it makes sense to let them know so they know what to expect. They know you're not going to keep climbing, etc. Back to the flight then. So we get to review my review. We'll start with getting the hiatus and doing the run-up.
Oh, we did plug
Tower information Bravo, 19054 Zulu, wind 190 at 6, 290 at 8. Visual approach to Germany, landing runways 22 left and 22 right. Notice air mission attention, all aircraft 5G NOTAMs in effect for Falcon Airport. For further information, contact flight service to 50 feet AGL. Arrival south runway centerline, contact tower on 124.6. North of the runway centerline, contact tower on 119.7. Advise on initial contact, you have information Bravo.
Bravo. Landing 2-2, right?
Yep.
Flight tower information Bravo,
Then you done with that?
19054
Yep.
Zulu, wind 1.
Oh,
That's all the way out and staying at 1,000.
seriously?
Yeah. Oh, it was locked. That's why, huh? All right. I didn't yank on it hard enough. All right, flight instruments. That one is about right. Oh, look at that. That's even right.
Yeah.
What the
Can't
hell?
believe that.
All right, airport diagram. All right.
Cool.
Should be good to go, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we'll just go where they are. We'll kind of pull up to Delta 7 there and give them a call.
Okay.
There she goes.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to leave this mixture up too.
Oh, yeah,
Forgot to
thank
do
you.
that.
What is this area where we're going to be?
This exit right here is Delta 7, so once they get out of the way, we'll say we're holding short of Delta 7.
Okay.
And just ask
So you just
goes.
use the intersection there. Okay.
Where is he going?
Following the line.
Oh. Hey, why is he... What in the hell is this thing coming in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's that, I know where that is. That thing's been sitting under a tie-down for like 10 years and hasn't moved. Until
It
today,
looks
I
like
guess.
it looks like an old beach.
That's actually a Cessna right there.
Oh.
They call it like a bonanza bomber or something, or a bamboo bomber. Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, sorry, I won't distract you.
That's okay. Let's see. Delta 7, huh?
Yep.
And Bravo. I almost said Chandler. Falcon ground. Red Rock 66 is at Delta 7. We're going to be departing to the south, and we have Bravo.
Rock 66, Falcon ground, journey 22 left activity, Delta, verify your departure request.
Verify what?
And for Red Rock 66, we're going to Chandler. We like to go over at their traffic counter altitude.
Rock 66, roger, for 92 left activity, Delta.
22 left view Delta, Red Rock 66.
Still having a problem hearing her.
Yeah, she's a little quiet. I always keep them turned down a lot. I forgot to mention, when you're going to Chandler, they like to tell them you're going to Chandler.
Oh, okay.
Because typically when everybody goes out to the south, they fly at 3,700 feet and they go over the top of Chandler. But if you're going to Chandler, you basically just stay at their traffic pattern altitude.
Okay.
And they just like to know because all the people that are coming from Chandler back to Falcon start descending, so you'll be on like a direct kind of
Got it.
path with their descent.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that. I forgot we were going to Chandler.
We actually never read back the taxi instructions, but she's all right.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Falcon ground, Red Rock 83 at Delta 7. Information Bravo, south departure.
Can verify call sign? Red Rock 83, Falcon ground, journey 22 left activity, Delta.
All right.
Where are the run-ups here?
Yep, right there.
Oh.
Just go pull up next to them.
Just pull out here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Doesn't have a nice line like on the other
Nah,
side.
not like the other side.
So just next to him, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Funny, Falcon is like one of the biggest run-up areas I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
And everywhere else you go is a little tiny, just pull out.
Right. You good with this?
Huh?
All right, run up. Parking brake, I got a mixture rich. Flight controls.
Diamond 247, Delta Alpha, Falcon ground, I see you on Delta 3, taxi threatening to the ramp, you can just monitor monitor me.
Free and correct. Throttle 2000. All right, magnetos. Left. And same drop. Carb heat. Got a drop there. Amps. Oh, that's suction. The suction is good.
This ammeter
Oh yeah,
is
and we
so
looked down
barely
here.
above
It's
0. You can tell, yep.
13.9. Check that. Vacuum 5. Oil and fuel gauges were still in the green. Throttled idle. And keeps running. So we're back to 1,000. Oops.
All right.
All right, flight instruments. Check them again. Let's see. Let's look good. Goodish. Here. Okay. GPS. It's on.
Hey, let's go ahead and set it too. Let's just go direct to Chandler from here.
Okay. Direct. And you said if we go down here.
It's close enough. It'll be probably right there. There you go.
And enter. And enter.
There we go.
Okay. How do I zoom in? Is that
these buttons right here. So that's zooming
okay.
in, and then this is zooming out.
okay? Thanks. Transponder 1200 for takeoff brief. All right. How do you guys do your briefings?
Probably the same that you've always done it. I usually kind of say if we're on the runway, we have any kind of issues, we'll chop the throttle, brake, get off. If we take off and we got plenty of runway left to land, we'll set her back down, do the same thing, and then if we're below 1,000 feet AGL, we'll pick something plus minus 30 degrees of our runway heading. I like to know what I have for options, so I either usually go McAuliffe Road. What's that?
Got a park over there too.
Yeah,
right?
so I go over the park or McAuliffe's Road. And then going that way, I always say the golf course or McDowell. And then 1,000 or above, we'll turn back around and land on 4 left.
Okay.
After departure.
Good deal.
Departure frequency 120.4.
So now we're ready for our before takeoff checklist. There's some good instruction here from Ryan on being ready to depart in case they want to rush you out, which happens sometimes, but usually it's the opposite, but it's good to be ready.
No.
Yeah. All right. Then before you give her a call, do the before takeoff. Sometimes,
Okay.
a lot of the times here, they give you the no delay and rush you out.
Okay. For takeoff, fuel pump is on.
How's the front off?
Landing light
Cessna 314 Lima.
on. Flaps down. Mixture. We want it full forward.
Yeah, we'll go rich.
And door is secured.
That is secured.
Okay. Falcon.
Short number 1.
She's calling you.
Red Rock 66, number 1, holding short. I'm assuming she heard me.
Yeah, she did. Here's just this guy.
Yeah.
On here, they're not very big on giving you hold short clearances
Okay.
or readbacks. At every other airport I've been to, when you call them, they tell you to keep holding short.
Right.
Here, they just don't say anything, or they just say Roger,
Oh.
which I always found odd.
That guy doing S turns at that low?
I think he might have just got a little gust or something. I was wondering the same thing.
All right, so I couldn't help myself here. I had to get controversial and ask the age-old question on if Ryan was a north up or a track up guy. I know it's an old debate, but I'm always curious how people operate. Personally, if I have to choose one, I prefer north up. It helps me keep my situational awareness. But lately, the planes I've been flying sometimes have so many screens plus the iPad, I have the luxury of maybe having both, which isn't a terrible way to go. For example, maybe a plane has a Garmin G3X and a large screen touch GPS, plus you got the iPad. Maybe North Up goes on one of them, goes on the MFD, and Track Up goes on the GPS screen. I don't know. And of course, I still have the iPad that can be focused on ADSB traffic or terrain or something else. We're getting really spoiled in some of these cockpits, but the situational awareness is through the roof. So let me know what you guys prefer when you're flying. Track up, north up, both, neither. Maybe you think screens are for the living room and not the cockpit. Either way, let me know your MO. I'm always curious. Like I said, I like to see what people are doing and maybe I can learn something. I would love to track the responses. All right, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Let's keep going.
You a north up guy or are you a track up guy?
I'm a north up guy.
Yeah, me too.
think track up is the wonkiest thing ever.
Delta 5 and contact ground.
Turning left, Delta 5, will contact ground. That's the true for the Delta.
I think people who do track up belong in insane asylums.
I can do it both ways, but
I can't.
I prefer to be able to read the map.
I get so turned around when I look at it like that.
I used to do a lot of track up, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I
then
hate
it was
it.
like,
I tried it once.
it's just
I cannot
hard
do
to
it.
read.
Yeah, it's like I like to read it and everything's upside down.
Yeah, right.
So,
Well, that's one of the beautiful things about these digital maps is everything stays upright no matter how it turns. But it is hard to get your bearings sometimes because you're like...
I don't like it. When you're heading south, everything's upside down. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Exactly.
All right, I guess we're ready for takeoff then. So let's get to it.
Red Rock 66, Chandler departure approved. Runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 22 left, Red Rock 66.
Oxford 9203, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Oxford 9203.
RF 91, are you number 1?
He's right there.
He's on the other runway.
Oh, okay.
It always looks like they're lined up. It's freaky.
All right, I've got basically 22 on the direction.
Welcome Tower, October 2285, with information, Charlie Fountain arrival.
And we're in the green. Airspeed is alive.
2025, tower 119.7.
19.7.
And 85.
Stock Tower, Red Rock 91 is number 1, holding short 22 left.
After this 50, connect Phoenix departure of the flight.
Over to Phoenix approach, we take 250, thank you.
It was a little more windy up here than it felt like on the ground.
Yeah. See a little bit of thermals, maybe.
Going too fast.
Obey. You're drifting right just a little bit.
Oh.
They come to the left a little.
Okay. Okay.
If you keep the 220 on there, you pretty much know you're tracking straight out.
Good point. Yep.
And your term was approved.
My turn?
Yep.
And that's to the south, right?
Yep, just towards Chandler.
Okay.
5, AJ arrival with traffic.
I want to see what this will be here in 7 minutes. She'll
give me a frequency change.
Yeah. I sometimes like to ask for it early here, just because you're so close to Chandler already. Well, are you? I'd go ahead and ask. And let's go ahead and level out here.
Okay.
We'll just stay up to TP of Chandler.
3, hold short, 22 left.
You want to just go ahead and ask her?
All right.
Red Rock 83,
No.
left, 10 Falcon approved, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
22 left, clear for takeoff, Red Rock 83.
Falcon Tower, Red Rock 66. Frequency change?
Red Rock 66, frequency approved.
Frequency change approved. Thanks, Red Rock 66.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're headed toward Chandler, staying low, so we have to get the hiatus there and get into land. You'll notice that Ryan is talking about the glide slope they have there. And if you're following their PAPI, it seems really shallow. I checked afterwards and it claims a 3-degree glide path, but Ryan was right. It seemed kind of low. But it's probably just because we're so used to the 4-degree slope at Falcon. Who knows? So this is where our best laid plans get changed. Turns out the controller was by himself at this point. He'll say it later. So he wasn't willing to give us multiple touch and goes. So we pivoted a couple of times, as you'll hear in the next segment. We'd figure something out. We'll pick it up from there.
Should I get ATIS first?
It's already in there. You just got to cook it on the audio panel.
6.1. Advise on initial contact. You had information, Papa.
Papa.
Chandler, added information, Papa. Time
Yes.
2047 Zulu. Wind 240 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 2996. Runway 22 in use. Expect visual approach. Use caution. Crane 1 nautical miles southwest 125 feet AGL. Crane point 3 nautical miles south-southeast 177 feet AGL. Taxiway Charlie pattern closed. All arrivals and departures contact Tower 126.1. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
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 All right, so I go flip over now. And give him a call as soon as you know you're not going to step on anyone.
Yep.
And ask him for a touch and goes.
Okay. Chandler Tower, Red Rock 66 is away just south of Falcon, 2,500 feet, inbound for touch and goes, and we have Papa.
Red Rock 66, Chandler Tower, unable multiple touch and goes. I can give you one and then say your intention.
I will take the one touch and go then just a south departure for Red Rock 66.
Red Rock 66, Chandler Tower, Roger. Make straight and runway 22 right.
Straight in 22 right, Red Rock 66.
712, number 2, following Cherokee.
Oh, well.
Runway 22 right, clear touch.
We'll get one and go out to the south. Still be good to...
What is their pattern altitude?
It's 2,300.
Cirrus 1, Charlie Delta 1, turn then downwind, extend downwind.
We'll extend downwind to
Red Rock 66, A-type aircraft.
Cherokee 180.
Roger.
All right, see it out there?
I see it.
Cool. And they give me the... Did he tell us straight in for 22 right or left?
Manager, Charlie, that'll pack clear line.
It was one of the two. He'll tell us soon.
Okay.
But I just kind of like to parallel this road right here. I think it's... This is Lindsay right here.
90, Charlie.
If we just either get over the top of it or stay just to the left of it and parallel it, I kind of break off into a straight in from there.
Okay.
And if we follow it, we're well clear of Gateway's airspace, so we should be all right.
Yep, all right.
Man, got a little bumpy out here.
Yeah.
Wasn't like
And they're
this early.
reporting 8 knots over there.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not a lot of it is crosswind.
Yeah.
But
Airsun 726 on the go, make left traffic, runway 22 left.
Then I would go before landing checklist. Just make sure we didn't turn any of our switches off, but just make sure they're all still on.
Okay.
Just to verify. Or do your gumps check.
So
Yeah, I did.
Runway, plan to follow Cherokee traffic, turn left crosswind for left downwind.
that wasn't for us, right?
No.
Before landing, ATIS got it. Fuel pump is on. Fuel, proper tank is good. Mixture is rich still. Carb heat. Landing light is on. 5 miles out. Okay.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta track to follow 12 o'clock, 2 miles on a straight and final as a Cherokee. Altitude indicates 2,400. We will put the Cherokee in sight.
That's us.
Yeah.
6-1 Charlie Delta.
Red Rock 66, runway 22 right, clear touch and go, fly straight out. Traffic left base for the left side Cherokee.
22 right, cleared for touch and go. We'll fly straight out. Red Rock 66.
All right. So we can probably go ahead and start slowing her up now. So
Okay.
just kind of level the nose here for a second, pull the power back. About 1900.
Supercode 230 on Chandler ground, runway 22 right, taxi off November.
Hey, let's get a knocked flaps in. We're in our white arc. And just watch your speed. You're right on the edge of that white arc there.
Oh, yeah.
Airsun 18 traffic ahead into your
I get
left
the second
on
one in
final
here.
For the right side is the Cherokee, altitude indicates 1,900.
I feel like Chandler has the lowest looking glide slope ever.
Airsun 18, Chandler Tower out of here. Airsun 18, roger. Airsun 726, you're number 2 for the runway following a Cherokee, a mile ahead of you in the base turn when able to report the traffic in sight.
Number 2, runway 22
All right.
left.
Get the last one. Let's start shooting for 80 miles an hour on final here.
Okay.
And try and follow your 2 whites, 2 reds all the way down to the runway.
Airsun 726, number 2, follow the Cherokee.
You're
the left
probably
base,
just
runway
about
22
on
left,
the-
clear touch and go.
Very bottom of it. On those 2 whites, 2 reds. They got a low glide slope
Runway
here.
22 left, clear for touch and go, Airsun 726.
Cub 712, one to them down, extend down when you're following Cirrus traffic on a 2.5 mile right base.
Chandler Tower, Cisco 30 Tango, just let you heads up, you're transmitting power on both tower and ground final.
Yeah, I'm the only one up here, so it's all frequencies, sir.
A little low, huh?
Not according to that thing.
Really?
Like I said, Chandler has the lowest glide slope I've ever seen. Takes you like right over the tops of these buildings.
2 Chandler Tower, hold short, 122, right?
You got 2 whites, 2 reds, so you're good.
Oh.
Let's follow it down.
I wonder he wasn't able to give us touch and goes.
Yeah, he's busy. Very good. Let's start pulling it back a little bit.
Supercode 712, roger.
little
You're
bit
number
fast.
3,
Yeah.
follow the
But keep your nose
zero,
down.
runway
Keep it down,
22
keep it
right,
down, keep
clear
it
to left.
down. Down, there you go. Add gun, pull it.
Challenge Tower, welcome to Depth 0 by
Make sure you pull it all the way up.
miles to south, request full
And just look at the end of the runway. Keep pulling it up. Pull it up.
7056,
Oh, flat.
Tower unable, or runway 22
All
left
right,
and
get your
right.
flaps out.
Just continue inbound, you expect
You got plenty of runway.
Take
Take your time.
Alright, negative on the runway, we'll request in the helipad there, and do inbound on the 70 by 22.
Runway cutter 562, report south point.
Report south point, I'll come to 70 by 22.
Air 18, no delay on the runway right turn at Lima, hold short, runway 22 right, remain this frequency.
So once again, it seems I landed a little flat. We would definitely have to get that corrected today. There was another plane that read back a clearance that he never got that you'll hear here. So that was kind of interesting. So listen for that. We'll play it from here and then we'll decide what we're going to do.
You just need a little bit more nose up on that. It's just a little bit flat.
Yeah.
2 following Cherokee traffic, a mile final winner, put the Cherokee in sight.
I didn't judge my altitude, my height very well.
Yeah, you're right.
System 13 Romeo, you're not clear for the touch and go, sir. You need to listen. You're number 2, following Cherokee. The only thing is to report the Cherokee in sight.
Traffic inside, 20 Romeo.
System 13 Romeo, roger. Number 2, follow the Cherokee. Runway 22 left, clear touch and go.
Number 2, to left, clear touch and go,
Red Rock 66, fly straight out.
Flying straight out, Red Rock 66.
All right, so we'll just go down to the south and we'll kind of head on back to Falcon.
Scratch that then. Ryan decided not to mess with going south and doing all that other stuff, and we wanted to try our luck back at Falcon, which would work out nicely as you'll hear later. Here you go.
You know what? Challenge Tower, Red Rock 66. Could we actually make our departure back to Falcon?
And Cub 712, the Cirrus traffic you're following is the short final. There's traffic off your left for the left side of Cessna. Cub 712, roger.
Can we actually make our departure back to Falcon for Red Rock 66?
Red Rock 66, roger, right down on departure.
Can we turn now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cessna 13 Romeo traffic.
And if you just want to stay at 2400, you can just do that.
Set cruise power there.
Yeah. Well, my plan didn't work. Thought it'd be nice and calm there. So let's get back down a little bit.
Next taxiway and then contact ground traffic on final to follow.
We'll turn on the next taxiway, 61 Charlie Delta.
Tower 7726, so it's going to be a full stop.
There's 726, roger. Make, continue straight out.
Well, if he's going to make a full stop, can't we stay here?
Helicopter 562.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Chandler Tower.
Can we take his spot?
Harrison 726, make right traffic, runway 22 right traffic, Cherokee will hold in position, depart before your arrival.
Do you kind of feel how you're flying a little bit sideways like this?
Yeah, I guess so.
Look at the ball on your turn coordinator. I think you're still holding in a little bit of right rudder there. Or we just need some left rudder trim.
Yeah,
A little better?
it felt like I was trying to overcome something, but I thought it was wind. But I guess not.
322, runway
I think it's just-
Yeah, my feet are off.
Yeah, someone just had the trim out of whack.
22 right, line up and wait.
Alright, try and get back down to Pueblo.
712, right turn when able, contact ground, have a good day.
Tower, Super Cup 230 Tango is ready to go. 22 right, number 2.
Super Code 230 Tango, channel tower, roger, hold short, runway 22 right, number 2 for the...
And I would ask them for frequency change if you can.
Hold short, 22 right. Hold short, 22 right, 8060.
Chandler Tower, Red Rock 66, request frequency change.
Rock 66, free exchange approved, traffic 12 o'clock, 1 mile southbound, tap and altitude case 3,700.
All right, we're looking. Thanks, Red Rock 66.
37, they're way above us.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think the 8 is probably changed.
So we're back to getting weather and trying again at Falcon. Ryan would help me with the conventions around here on how to report when you're coming back from the south and so on. So that was pretty helpful. When I did make the call and she was finally responding, I think I must have had my finger hovering over the push to talk button, and with a bump or something, I hit it. Unfortunately, it then got stuck. So I didn't hear any of the instructions after that. I pushed it a few times to try and unstick it, and it finally came back, but she was done with her transmission by then. Luckily, she must have heard that she got stepped on because she repeated it soon after someone else had piped in for a minute. Here you go.
It's only 15 past the hour.
Temperature 16, dew point -7, altimeter 2995. Visual approach and use, runway 22 right and left are in use. Attention all aircraft, flight do not in effect for Falcon Airport. For further information, contact flight service frequencies. Obstacle crane on south ramp up to 50 feet ATL. Arrival south of runway airline, contact tower on 124.6. Arrivals north of runway airline, contact tower on 118.7. Advice manager contact, have information Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie. All right. Hey, you can give him a call and let's try doing touch and goes there, I guess.
And what do I do as a position?
Let's do this. Let's go ahead and punch in direct Falcon, and that'll give you some distance. There you go.
And just south?
Yeah, just say you're 9 miles to the south.
All right.
After 7 kilo off, make sure you're descending to at or below 1,900 for inbound traffic.
And they're still using 2.2s, so if I were you, I would go ahead and kind of point right towards Red Mountain. That sets you up on a pretty good 45 for the downwind.
Okay.
And give them a call.
Falcon Tower, Red Rock 66, 8.5 miles south, inbound with Charlie for touch and goes.
7774, 922 left way to land traffic. Ahead into your right and 2 miles, and gate 2,200 and descending, landing at the south ramp helicopter.
22 left, clear to land. We'll look for that traffic. 974. Falcon Tower, for 9832, AG arrival west Charlie.
After 7049, contacting departure.
Full contact Phoenix, departure after 7049. We got that traffic in sight, 9874.
Red Rock 66, Falcon.
Your mic got stuck. Let's get down a little bit. It's a 2,700 foot shell.
5, holding short. 22 left.
I didn't hear what she said.
Red Rock 66, make left traffic, runway 22 left.
Make left traffic for 22 left, Red Rock 66.
There you go.
Oxford 98.
Yeah, you hit your mic and it got stuck for some reason.
Runway 22 left.
Left base, runway 22 left, Oxford 98.
This right here is the Bravo shelf that gets everybody, so you just got to be careful about that. It starts at 2,700 feet.
Got it.
So you got to be real nice.
306, Roger. Start your left turn, and traffic will be off your left wing helicopter on the gate 1,900 low level.
Look for that traffic, chart time 306.
Chart time 306, additional traffic ahead to your left 1 mile indicates 2,800 southbound Archer.
Roger, look at chart time 306.
Chart time 306, correct BFR 1200.
12.
Helicopter 7 kilo Alpha, traffic Pilatus off your left wing 2 miles indicates 2,000. I thought they were northeastbound, but it appears they're heading southbound.
It's tight for 7 kilo Alpha.
306, do you want a left down on the port or heading south?
There's someone right there.
Yep.
Chart time 306.
Chart time 306, Roger. I see you now making a left turn northeastbound. Falcon Tower after report 263 left at Bravo. Rock 66, traffic 12 o'clock, 1 mile indicates 2,400 northeastbound Pilatus.
Traffic in sight, Red Rock 66.
Contact for 68, AJ1, AJ arrival with information. Chart.
I'll let you in on a secret about this plane. That's an electric trim if you want to use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's 8 o'clock, Roger. Rock 66,
Oh,
extend
wow.
downwind.
We'll extend downwind, Red Rock 66.
774, Fable, turn left Delta 7 straight into the ram underground.
Left up 7.
I don't see anyone else in the pattern.
No, she would have probably told you by now if there was.
2 left.
So just make a normal downwind when you're ready to turn and extend it.
I mean, I'm okay getting a little closer, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
About a mile wide.
November 1.
So just kind of got to use your iometer to figure it out.
Yep.
I like to use this thing to kind of help me, but that's from the center of the airport.
Yep.
So right now we're kind of at a slant. But when you're midfield, you're downwind, that should say about a mile.
Okay.
And probably if you turn when we're crossing over this canal here, that'll probably set you up pretty nicely.
Okay.
9832, reduce your speed for sequence.
Oh, not too low.
Yep, so let's get up a little bit and then start slowing down to 100 as well.
9832, suggest a 10-degree right turn to widen out your base. Traffic left down in Archer, you'll follow them.
Yeah, start turning now.
Alright, we'll widen out our base, Fox 9832. Fox 9832, suggest another 20-degree right turn. 20-degree right turn, Fox 9832.
Okay, so coming up right here, we'd be getting a short approach. I didn't really know those very well then because I hadn't done my commercial training yet. I think I maybe had done one with an instructor once at some point. I don't know. But anyway, we got this short approach, so we got to do that. And I realized after reading back my clearance that I forgot to say the runway. And I said that out loud, but before I could key up again, someone started talking. And you'll hear after the big long call from some other airplane that they came back to us because I didn't say 22 left, and Ryan took care of that. Also, I noticed a vehicle going the wrong way on the runway, and Ryan let me know it was an airport vehicle. I was like, what is happening here? So short approach, cars on the runway, stuck mics. Things were getting a little nuts.
Airport 5, hold short, runway 22 right, taxi with Charlie.
So let's pull a little bit of power out. We're going to get down to 100 here. A little bit fast.
Why is there somebody going the wrong way on the runway?
That's a car. That's an airport vehicle.
Okay.
Western Charlie, contact tower 110.7.
Quick note.
Like, oh.
Red Rock 66, make short approach, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Short approach, Red Rock 66, cleared to land.
All right, let me
22 left.
pull the throttle idle.
Falcon Tower, this is Medevac 47.
Hold all the way to
10
idle.
miles to the north.
You lost your engine.
Inbound.
We just got to land it on that runway.
For the SPC.
Okay.
So,
Red Rock 66, runway 22 left.
22 left, Red Rock 66.
And 9832, number 2, follow
Pitch for best glide here. Or if
left
you're going to
wing
keep
and
going down, you
left
can
base
start
for
getting
approach,
flaps
22 left,
in.
pitch land report Shopkin site.
Best glide, way too fast.
Yeah, start getting flaps in then. We're getting pretty short here.
And Medevac traffic, say again?
We're about 10 miles to the northwest inbound to land at the
I'll probably get all of them.
for the FBO. This is 47 Romeo Foxtrot.
Medevac 407, Romeo Factor, Falcon Tower, cross.
Stand your downwind now, short approach.
Yeah, that turned out being a little different.
So with my recent inexperience and a bit of chaos that was going on around me and all the stuff going on, I clearly got a little behind the airplane here. I was using too much rudder. I was letting my altitude get away from me. I was having a problem holding my speed correct, etc. Was I going to be able to make my first decent landing or not? I guess we'll have to see. So let's talk about the rudder thing. Both flights, I was back with Ryan after all that time off. He mentioned a couple of times that I was using too much rudder when initiating my turns. That's not something I kept doing, but I've thought about it since. And as I've been editing these episodes and kind of listening and thinking about what I was doing, I've got a few possible culprits. First, it had been a long time, so I was out of practice. But more than that, I think my last 150 hours or so had been mostly in a 182 and a bit in a 172. And no doubt about it, those high wings require more rudder input in the turns for various design reasons. It doesn't have to do necessarily with the high wing part of it. I'm just saying those Cessnas tend to need a little more rudder input than these Pipers do. And that may have been part of the reason. Another may have been flight sims. While I don't do a lot of flight simming, I do it sometimes to try and understand concepts and do some various things. And I think it takes more rudder on the PC sim than you need in the Cherokee. So I'm guessing a combination of all of these things was probably leading to me just using too much rudder. It went away quickly. I quickly got back into making sure I was keeping it coordinated. But I was just using too much. It was one of the several things that was happening because I was so out of practice. So my advice with rudders, y'all need to do better on the rudders than I did. I know, I'm sorry. I'm a dad. I can't help it with the puns. You're just going to have to take it. You're probably starting to wonder if I include things to talk about just for the bad puns. Well, I guess you'll never know. So let's get on with it. Let's do this landing. On the go, they switched us up to the other runway, and between me flubbing the radio calls and the other traffic, people stepping on each other, etc., it got a little confusing again.
Way too fast.
You're good. I keep her pitch down, just getting that ground effect. And
Want me to slip?
yeah, if you want. Get a little right rudder, left aileron.
North runway Diamond.
There you go.
Right, Oxford 832.
Perfect. Pull out of it now. Get down on that ground effect. And
arrival with Charlie, full set.
hold around.
North parking.
And she did say touch and go or option, right?
I believe so.
I think she's might have said no.
A little more. Hold it.
For the north runway for now, make left traffic on 82 left.
Left traffic, 22 left.
Hold on, don't. Tower Red Rock 66. We were clear for the touch go, right?
Red Rock 66, runway 22 left, clear, touch and go.
22 left, clear touch go, Red Rock 66.
Place straight out, runway 22 left, take off.
Just to the west of your Delta, with your transition at 3,500.
Night Echo Alpha, runway 22 left, clear for immediate takeoff, place straight out.
Flat again.
Take off, Echo Alpha, no delay.
What's that?
I was flat again.
Yeah, you need to get your
Red Rock
nose up.
66, continue straight out, change to runway 22, rating contact tower 1.7.
Continue straight out, contact tower, 0.7. Oh, Red Rock 66.
And with that,
Say that, what?
Well, continue straight out, switch to 22 right, and contact tower 119.7, Red Rock 66.
everybody, 22 caution, you're stepping over everybody. The transitions, they call sign request.
All right, over to here.
We are transitioning over your airspace at 3,005. Airport 5, holding short.
And just call them, this is the north tower, so they're going to switch us runways. So just hit duck tower, we're straight out of 22 right, or 22 left.
22 left. Falcon Tower, Red Rock 66, we're straight out from 22 left.
Red Rock 66, Falcon Tower, continue straight out.
Continue straight out, Red Rock 66.
SPC 41, right, Chicho, clear, touch and go, turn base.
I think he was going to say make right traffic. He got stepped on by someone.
Red Rock 66, traffic behind you, right, northbound. Right close check route, extend your downwind.
Can you answer that?
All right, right close traffic, we'll extend the down Red Rock 66.
Couldn't tell if we are approved to turn or not.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Stay at 24, have to start turning.
Would probably requesting a full stop.
You're using a little bit too much rudder in the turns.
Okay.
A little bit less. And let's get back down. We're going underneath this Bravo shelf here, so you got to be real careful about your altitude.
Red Rock 53 over Fountain Hills, with Charlie requesting a full stop.
Red Rock 53, Falcon Tower, right base, right, Chicho, right.
Base 22 right, Red Rock 53.
Okay, let's slow down. All right, let's start turning the down. That guy's go down to the northeast.
Okay.
And pull your power out a little bit too. We're going to be at 100 here. And watch that climb. Get your nose back down. (2,000 RPM will keep you right at 100.
Okay.
We have the Cherokee on down inside offshore 8120. We'll follow them.
Hopefully we can just make this one a nice, normal landing. It's been a chaotic flight so far.
Yeah, I'm not helping. There's traffic right there.
Yeah, that's a helicopter.
Too fast, I guess.
Well, shoot. That still wasn't the landing I was looking for. I was still flat, not getting the nose up enough. And for someone with all that 182 time, that's weird because you really have to get the nose up on those nose heavy sky lanes. But I have to give myself some grace here. I was relearning it all again. Maybe this one would be the turning point, the one coming up. So let's keep it going.
All right, so this is a perfect distance away. Just kind of hold this width from the runway.
Airport 5, proceed right, Chicho, right.
Airport 5, proceed.
And we're extending her downwind, so usually when they tell me to do that, I don't even start descending or anything.
Yep.
Because sometimes they send you out an extra quarter mile, sometimes they send you out like past the dam over there.
Skyline 2428 Romeo.
Let's go ahead and switch fuel tanks here real quick while we're going.
Fuel pump's still on.
T41, extend upwind.
Left tank.
Extending upwind at 5841.
Fuel pressure's good.
What he's having us extend for.
Red Rock 66, base approved.
Base approved, Red Rock 66.
All right, so let's go ahead and pull our power out a little bit first and
Get the
start our
nose.
descent.
Get the nose down.
Yep.
Oxford 5841, right.
And this one, I feel like you need a little bit less than 1800, around like 16 to 1700.
Archer,
And just keep your descent coming down, and let's start our turn here because we're pretty far out. Well, plenty of time to get down.
Right, clear, touch and go.
That was you.
Clear touch and go, 22 right, Red Rock 66.
Actually, 128, follow Archer ahead, turning base, right, Chicho, right, clear to land.
We're a little far out, so I probably need a little extra power, right?
Yeah, get your second notch of flaps in. Maybe just descend a little bit less.
Okay.
Like 200-300 foot per minute instead of 5.
Yeah.
But I think you honestly look pretty good. So
Okay.
I would just keep going down what you were doing. And we should be at 90 here on base.
We are.
All right.
That's not a very square base, though.
Oh, that was a perfectly square base.
Was it?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Now I look
Let's
square.
start turning now.
Okay.
They're a little low. So you start fixing that now. Let's get some power in. Bring your nose up a little bit with it. And keep your turn coming. Don't worry about the flaps till you're all
Established.
Final, yeah.
Romeo, follow the
There you go.
diving turning base.
Still a little low.
Yep, so let's just get some power and bring your nose up a little bit.
Here, Romeo, number 3, follow the diamond, 22 right.
Way different glide
There you
slope
go.
than at Chandler.
Oh, I know. Chandler's is like you're coming in like a jet. All right, now that we're on it, get your nose down so I don't get above it.
Yep.
And get your last set of flaps in. All right, so on this one, once you get in that round out, your round out height is perfect. Just make sure you're looking at the end of the runway and bring up your nose a little bit higher. Last year, we were just a little bit flat.
Yep.
5041, extend down, follow its arch over the dam.
And add a little power, get back up on that glide slope. There it is. Just keep that nose pointed down. Pull it out now. Look at the end of the runway and just keep freeing that nose up towards it. Bring it up, bring it up. Hold it, hold it. There you go.
5841, number 4, right, teacher right, clear, touch and go. Follow
Good. That was a lot better.
Yeah, that felt better.
Number 4, clear. We'd like to make a full stop, 5841.
Sorry, you said that, right, teacher right, clear to land, follow the archer.
Teacher right, clear to land, not following the archer. On 5841.
Why am I going so fast? I get that nose up. Now I'm back.
It's wintertime. These things like to climb. For once. All right, you can make that turn in 1900. We're not following anybody.
Okay, finally. That was better. It was something I could build on. So let's head around the pattern one more time and see if we can make better landings. Well, a pattern?
Your seat is also leaned a little bit back, so while you're flaring, it's probably going to look like you can't see anything out the front. So it is a little odd in this one just because of how far you're leaning back in your recliner there.
Yeah, I can't really use my seat back because I can't see if I do that.
5841, change right, 22 left, contact tower 124.6.
If you left 124.6 after the 5841.
And 100. All right, I got my altitude, I got my speed, got my RPM. Assuming I don't have to extend this time.
No, I didn't tell you to, so you should be good. He hasn't told you to follow anybody, so you can assume you're number 1 until he says otherwise.
All right.
Or unless he's... All right, so there's our numbers, so pull the power.
And you said more like 17.
And you're turned in towards the runways a little bit, so kind of come back out just a tad so we don't shorten our base.
Sure.
There you go.
3 on Alpha, contact tower 124.6.
Contact 1246 on Alpha, Red Rock 53.
So we go around a bit and I get my clearance. We'll pick it back up with my read back and we'll try this one more time.
Clear touch and go 22 right, Red Rock 66.
All right.
And go. 90.
All right, so now I kind of like to start judging him. I can be high or low, so it looks like
Looks
we're going to be
low.
a little bit low, so let's start kind of fixing that now.
Okay. I'm going to turn a little early because of that too.
Okay.
Let's make it nice and wide.
There she is. And once you get on it, you got to adjust right away, or you see how quickly it'll get high.
Got to get that nose down.
And pull the power out too.
Yep.
Pull out a little more. Definitely got a little wing coming from the left here. There she is.
PD is good.
Nice. All right. That's it done.
Thank you.
That looked good.
Felt a lot better.
Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. We'll do this next one, then we'll make the next one a full stop.
Okay. 2 more then?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 500 feet.
Want to take advantage of the empty pattern.
Right.
Never.
We
like
must
this.
be in between.
Yeah, we must
lessons.
be in between like their blocks or whatever. They come in leaving hordes.
That cowling kind of throws me off. That big.
Oh, the hump in the middle.
Yeah.
X63, starting teacher right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 22 right, Red Rock 66. I know why I'm hitting it. That thing is hard to reach. This position of the push to
Oh,
talk.
yeah, it is a little weird.
Right base for 22 right, Red Rock 91.
Oops. All right. It's feeling a little better.
Yeah, you're looking good here.
Feel like I'm not behind anymore.
Yep. On this next one, just try not to see. Yeah, you're pointing towards it a little bit.
Yep.
So is what I point over here. You see that dam there? I point right in between that dam and then that
And the
little
hill?
mountain to the right of it. If you point right in between that, it keeps you totally parallel to it.
Cool.
If there's no wind outside. Of course, when you got wind drift, you got to fix it a bit. But
I'm a little high.
all right, so we're past the numbers here.
Okay.
Start doing your thing.
The nose down.
And just try and shoot for the about 500 foot per minute this time. You're a little bit more than that last time.
Okay.
I think that's why we ended up low.
Come on. Okay. This looks about right to me.
That looks perfect right now.
A little slow though.
So far, this pattern should be in a textbook somewhere. Looks beautiful.
And let's get it lined up here.
White and red.
Getting fast.
Can you go straight towards the numbers? Change over 22 left, connect R124.6.
Remember, you're going to get above it quickly.
Yep.
Very thin.
And contact tower 124.6, Red Rock 91.
I should be 85, right?
80.
80.
Yep.
Okay. Get to 80 then. There we go. That's right. 190.80.
Yeah, I'd start walking the power out about now. All the way out.
Yeah, it's all the way.
Okay. Hold her up.
Oop, get that nose around. Not as good.
A little balloon there.
Yep.
All right, though.
I get on the center line.
Well, while that one wasn't as good as the last one, at least it wasn't flat. I ballooned a little, probably had a little too much speed, but we made it work. I had one more to do, so let's take it from there. Ryan tried to let them know it would be our last, but they must not have heard it, so he tried again. In between, it appears another plane was doing an unexpected 360 in the pattern, so Tower nipped that one in the bud as best they could and then gave a little tip for that pilot for next time. Also, because we park on the south side of the runway and the ATC folks know that, when they can, they'll switch us over to the south runway when it's our last landing, which is nice of them. Probably also helps them with taxi jam ups and various holdups getting people across active runways, but I'm just going to go with them being nice. Well, they did that here. When I did get my landing clearance, I switched my words in the readback, like I just swapped them. I don't know why. I swapped my words in the readback and then got all twisted. It was pretty funny. Lots of radio traffic trying to get my call in too. Then they had us following other traffic to the runway, but neither Ryan nor I could see the other traffic. So I don't know. I did what I thought was best and I asked for some help. And that got pretty funny too. When I asked to know when to turn base since I couldn't follow someone I couldn't see. I know there's a pun in here somewhere, but I can't think of it, so you get spared this time. Here you go.
Tower, Red Rock 66. This next one, a full stop terminate.
Falcon Tower, Warrior 70 Papa Foxtrot is making a right turn to join a left downwind.
Warrior 70 Papa Fox, it appears you're doing a 360. You can just turn towards the base now and shoot 2 right, clear to land.
Turning towards the base for 2 to right, clear to land, Warrior 70 Papa Fox.
Talk Tower, Red Rock 66. We'll make this next one a full stop terminate.
Roger. Warrior 0 Papa Fox, just for the future reference, the right turn to the left downwind just meant a 90-degree return to be on the downwind, and then you just turn on normal left base. Not a full 360.
Roger that, Warrior 70 Papa Fox.
Falcon Tower, November 1107 Golf is 8 miles to the northwest. Looking for touch and goes with information, Charlie.
System 107 Golf Factor, right base, range 2 right.
Right base for 22 right, November 1107 Golf.
All right. End on a good one.
It's going to be the best one yet.
Let's see it.
Red Rock 66, on the tower, call your base. Contact tower 124.6, change 22 left.
All right, we're going to change to 22 left. We'll call tower on 124.6 and extend our base, Red Rock 66. Did I get that all?
Yeah. So you just said their tower will call our base.
Departure from the
northeast
with Charlie.
So just say you're on a right down for 22 left.
Hey, helicopter at base
Whenever
tower.
you get a chance.
What was the call sign?
Am I ballooning here?
Romeo Foxtrot.
It'll bump you out.
Helicopter with the Romeo Foxtrot. Tower departure base tower on risk, use caution. And northeast departure is approved. Just you have to remain.
You're all over the place.
Get down a bit.
All right, northeast is approved as long as I'm east of the center line for 47 Romeo Foxtrot.
Don't let the airplane fly you.
Yeah.
Contact ground, Red Rock 91.
Jeez. Falcon Tower, Red Rock 66 is on right base for 22 left.
Down one, right down one.
66. We'll just pass behind the traffic off your right. Change 22 left, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to left, 22 left. Number 2, we're looking for traffic. Red Rock 66. Do you see?
I do not.
Falcon Tower, Red Rock 66. Can you call our base? We do not have traffic in sight.
Turn base.
This guy has so much attitude. I love it.
Short runway.
All right, you definitely start pulling power and get left in.
Okay.
You're climbing again.
All right, yeah.
Red Rock 66, you can turn base if you didn't hear me.
We are on base, Red Rock 66.
Roger. 712 Whiskey, left turn approved, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
I still don't see the traffic. Are they on the runway or something?
I don't know. I can't see them, but they're ahead of us.
Red Rock 66, traffic to helicopter, they'll be left of the center line outbound.
Roger, Red Rock 66.
Falcon Tower at 2334 uniform, that's Delta 10, hold short of 22 left for departure.
2334 uniform, Roger. Traffic landing.
Come on, give me a red.
Get your nose down, just
Yeah.
there she is. There you go. Chop it all out now.
Oh.
Hold her off. Nice. Good job. All right, let's see if we can get off on Delta 5 up here.
Got it.
Cessna 34 uniform, runway 22 left, line up away.
22 left line up away, 34 uniform.
Red Rock 66, left up 5, contact ground.
Left on Delta 5, contact ground, Red Rock 66. We'll be headed back this way, right?
Yep, so go ahead and just point to the left and kind of stop.
Uniform, flash it out, runway.
And
22
would you
left,
mind
clear for takeoff.
putting ground in, please?
You bet.
34 uniform, 22 left.
All right, you're on ground.
What are we, Delta 6?
Yep.
Falcon ground, Red Rock 66 is off of 22 left at Delta 6.
Red Rock 665 ground, taxi around via Delta 7.
Taxi to ramp via Delta 7, Red Rock 66.
All right, so we'll go past this right here, and we'll go on the one we came out on.
Over there?
Yep.
Okay. And that's because he said 7?
Yeah, that's Delta 7 is that entrance over there. I don't know why he's having us go over there.
So we taxied back in and parked, and it turns out that last one wasn't too bad at all. I was on my way back, baby. With the couple of hours of ground lessons I did with Ryan and these 2 flights, this would officially end my flight review. So I was legal now, but certainly I was not proficient. But I knew I had a bunch of training ahead of me, so I had a lot more practice coming. I wasn't too worried about it. For now, I was happy to just be the world's okayest pilot. I love that, actually. A friend of mine at work sent me one of my favorite shirts. She asked me out of the blue one day what my shirt size was, and a week or so later, I got a shirt in the mail that had, in huge letters, it said, the world's okayest pilot. Not only did I find the sarcasm hilarious, but it's kind of true most of the time, if you think about it. Dunning-Kruger effect notwithstanding, most of us are probably in the big part of the bell curve when it comes to skills. Don't you think? I mean, it's called average for a reason, right? The best most of us can hope for is to just try to improve as often and as best we can through study and practice and experience. If we do that, most of us should be okay. And that's what we want. That, my friends, is one of the main reasons that this podcast exists. I'm passionate about training and learning and improving, and I've always wanted to pass along the things that I'm learning with more people. I think learning is the spice of life, or one of them anyway. When it comes to aviation, we should always be students, no matter how much experience we have. So I keep bringing you with me while I discover and I learn. And I hope you're enjoying it too. So let me know your thoughts. You can reach out to me via email at bill@studentpilotcast.com or send me a note on the contact page at studentpilotcast.com. You can find us on Twitter with the handle @BillWill. That's Bravo India Lima Lima Whiskey India Lima. Just one L on the end there. Likewise, you can check out our Instagram, which is @StudentPilotCast. There's not a lot there yet on Instagram, but you can certainly reach out to me there. So there you go. I'm back in the game, and I'm learning again. At this point, mostly what I already knew, but new stuff's coming for sure. I was a flying pilot again, and I was really excited to keep going. Next up would be the instrument rating. So I was going to start on that, and I'd be starting on that right away. Soon, hopefully, I'd be an instrument-rated pilot. And if I kept practicing and working at it and learning, which I've been doing since then, maybe someday I could even be the world's okayest instrument pilot.
Music for today's episode is To Be an Angel by the Canadian band Uncle Seth. You can get more information and subscribe to the podcast feeds on the web at studentpilotcast.com. Remember, any instruction that you hear in this podcast was meant for me and for me alone in the situation I was in at the time. Please do not try to blindly apply anything you see or hear in this podcast to your own flying without thinking it through on your own completely. If you have questions about any aspect of your flying, please consult a qualified CFI.